The moment the factory doors open, we step into a completely different world. A massive space filled with the sounds of metal striking, powerful machinery running, and bright sparks flying from continuous welding. This is no ordinary workshop. It feels more like a giant mechanical city where some of the most powerful machines on Earth are being created every single day. In front of us are enormous steel plates, components far larger than we could imagine, and robotic arms moving with incredible precision. Every movement is carefully calculated. Every single part has a specific purpose. The most amazing thing is that these machines, weighing dozens of tons, are not built just to sit on display. They are born to face some of the toughest jobs on the planet. Imagine a machine that must work for hours under extreme heat, travel across endless fields, pull equipment weighing tons, or operate deep in thick mud without ever being allowed to stop. That is why every giant agricultural machine needs incredible power and almost unmatched durability. But the truly fascinating thing is, a massive and powerful steel monster like this begins from something incredibly small. A single piece of metal, a precisely engineered component, a blueprint calculated down to the smallest measurement. From these seemingly simple elements, engineers slowly transform them into giant machines capable of changing the future of modern agriculture. And this is only the beginning of the journey to create these steel giants. After exploring the inside of the factory where these massive machines begin to take shape, we now arrive at the most important stage: creating the frame, the backbone that determines the strength of the entire machine. Everything begins with enormous steel plates. Hundreds of kilograms of metal blocks are fed into advanced machining systems. But what is truly incredible is that despite their massive size, every cut made on these steel plates is performed with almost perfect precision. Advanced CNC machines operate continuously, cutting, drilling, and shaping every component according to pre-programmed engineering designs. Even a small error of just a few millimeters could create serious problems once the entire system is fully assembled. Because a giant agricultural machine doesn't just need incredible power, it also needs balance, stability, and precision in every movement. Engineers must carefully calculate every connection point, every load-bearing area, and every link between the individual components. Every part of the frame must be strong enough to support the enormous weight of the engine, the transmission system, and the working equipment attached behind it. As individual pieces of metal are gradually assembled together, a massive structure begins to appear. The lifeless steel bars now become a powerful framework, ready to serve as the foundation for a machine capable of working thousands of hours in the harshest conditions. Watching this process, we begin to understand one thing. The power of these giant machines does not appear by accident. It is created through absolute precision, advanced technology, and thousands of carefully calculated engineering decisions. But the frame is only the body. To truly transform it into a steel monster, we need to install the most important component, the heart of the machine, the massive engine hidden inside. After the massive frame has been completed, an important question appears. How do we transform a steel structure weighing dozens of tons into a machine capable of moving, working, and producing power far beyond human strength? The answer lies inside this powerful metal body. It is the engine, the true heart of the giant machine. At first glance, the engine may look like just a complex block of metal hidden inside the machine, but behind it is an advanced engineering system where thousands of tiny components must work together perfectly. Every piston, every gear, and every moving part is designed to withstand enormous pressure during operation. A powerful engine does not only need to produce massive horsepower, it must deliver a stable source of energy to pull equipment weighing dozens of tons, overcome rocks, mud, and the most extreme working conditions. To transform that power into real movement, the transmission system, gearbox, and hydraulic systems begin working together. Every rotation of the engine is transferred through mechanical components, creating the incredible pulling force that allows the giant machine to move with precision. What is truly amazing is that despite their enormous strength, these machines do not operate in a rough or uncontrolled way. On the contrary, they require extremely high levels of accuracy. Because in modern agriculture, Power is only part of the story. A great machine does not only need to be stronger, it needs to be smarter, more precise, and more efficient. Every movement must be carefully controlled. Every operation must achieve almost perfect accuracy. And when the engine finally comes to life, a massive steel frame is transformed into a true mechanical monster, ready to conquer the largest fields on Earth. If the engine is the heart that creates the machine's power, then the cabin is the brain that controls every single operation. Today's modern agricultural machines are completely different from the traditional tractors of the past. From the outside, they are still massive steel machines with incredible strength. But inside the cabin, there is a high-tech control center where humans and machines work together to create outstanding performance. When we step inside, we see a series of digital displays, intelligent control panels, and advanced sensors, arranged with incredible precision. Everything is designed to help the operator control every movement of the machine. With just a few simple controls, the driver can adjust speed, working depth, pulling force, and overall machine performance. Smart navigation systems also allow the machine to move with extreme accuracy across huge fields, reducing mistakes and minimizing fuel waste. The most impressive thing is, a single operator today can control a machine capable of completing the amount of work that once required dozens of workers and many days of effort. This is the major breakthrough of modern agricultural technology. These machines are not only more powerful, they are also smarter. They can collect data, analyze working conditions, and automatically adjust themselves to achieve maximum efficiency. And when we see a giant machine operating with precision across endless fields, we begin to understand one thing. True power does not come only from size or engine strength. It comes from the intelligence that humans have built into every single component. If you are also amazed by how these giant machines are created, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Who knows, in the next videos, we may continue exploring machines that are even bigger and more incredible than these. After thousands of hours of manufacturing, assembly, and finishing work, a giant machine finally takes its complete shape. But before leaving the factory and beginning its journey to the vast fields around the world, it still has to go through one of the most important stages. That stage is the final testing process. This is when engineers put the machine through the toughest challenges to make sure every single component works perfectly. The engine is started and tested repeatedly to evaluate its power output, stability, and fuel efficiency. The transmission system is carefully tested to ensure that the engine's power can be transferred to the wheels accurately and effectively. At the same time, the hydraulic system, one of the most critical parts of the machine, undergoes strict inspections. Because even the smallest failure in this system could affect the machine's ability to lift, pull, or operate the equipment attached behind it. These machines must also pass simulated real-world tests. They have to operate on difficult terrain, handle heavy loads, and work continuously for long periods to prove their durability. Because once they leave the factory, they will face some of the toughest jobs out in the fields. They may have to work hundreds of hours under extreme heat, heavy rain, or harsh conditions where humans could not operate for long periods of time. And that is why no single detail can be allowed to fail. Behind every giant machine is not just steel, an engine, and advanced technology. It is also thousands of hours of research, countless failed tests, continuous improvements, and the absolute precision of engineering teams. Every machine leaving the production line is not just an industrial product, it is the result of combining human intelligence with the power of science and engineering. And after passing all of these demanding tests, these steel giants are finally ready to enter the real world. When these giant machines leave the factory, their real journey is only just beginning. Around the world, from the endless cornfields of the United States, to the vast wheat farms of Europe, and to advanced high-tech agricultural regions, these machines are quietly creating a revolution unlike anything we have seen before in the history of food production. Just a few decades ago, many farming tasks still depended heavily on human labor. But today, with just one operator and a modern machine, the amount of work completed can equal that of dozens or even hundreds of workers in the past. Thanks to the power of mechanical engineering, automation, and digital technology, planting, maintaining, and harvesting crops are becoming faster, more accurate, and more efficient than ever before. However, perhaps the most exciting part is still the future. Engineers around the world are developing even smarter generations of machinery. In the not-so-distant future, many machines may be able to operate independently across fields without a human driver. They could use advanced positioning systems, modern sensors, and artificial intelligence to monitor soil conditions, moisture levels, temperature, and crop health in real time. Not only collecting data, these machines could also analyze information and make their own decisions to optimize every growing season. This is a future where technology and agriculture become more connected than ever before. But no matter how far technology advances, one thing will never change. These giant machines do not simply appear on their own. Behind every powerful engine, every intelligent system, and every technological breakthrough is human creativity, knowledge, and endless effort. And perhaps that is the most impressive thing of all. The true power of these giant machines is not found in their size, weight, or horsepower. It lies in the human intelligence that transforms bold ideas into reality, creating machines that help feed billions of people around the planet. If you enjoy stories about advanced technology, giant machines, and incredible manufacturing processes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can continue exploring the most impressive engineering achievements in the world in our next videos. Every giant machine that leaves the factory is not just an industrial product, it is the result of thousands of hours of research, millions of precise calculations, and the endless dedication of the people working behind the scenes. From the first cold pieces of steel, through every stage of cutting, assembling, testing, and strict quality inspections, a powerful machine is created, a machine that changes the way humans work. These steel giants are not simply operating across massive fields. They are opening a new era, where technology and humans work together to create a modern agricultural industry that is faster, smarter, and more efficient than ever before. And the most incredible thing is not their enormous size or their unbelievable power. It is the intelligence of humans that turns ideas once thought impossible into reality. Thank you for staying with us until the very end of today's journey. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Which part of the process of creating these giant machines impressed you the most? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next journeys, exploring amazing technologies, factories, and incredible machines from around the world. See you in the next video.